Hi, this is Jim Musser again with Upstream Ministries, and welcome to Views from Downstream, episode 20. And we're talking this week to parents primarily about being intentional about discipling kids. And one of the things I just want to make an observation, just in the years that I've dealt with parents, is that there's a there's an idea that is very um, deep in our mindsets that in order to raise kids well, we need to give them as many experiences as they can possibly have. And so a lot of parents have their kids in different sports while at the same time they may have them in dance lessons or music lessons or some kind of other activity. So if you multiply that by several children, and I've known a number of families, basically their whole time is taken up, aside from work, is taken up with chauffeuring their kids to one event or another. And a lot of times these events take a whole weekend to engage in, say, traveling baseball um, or any kind of traveling sport where parents and their kids are traveling almost every weekend. In fact, I have a friend who knew someone in his church that basically told him one time, he said, this was in May. He said, yeah, we'll see you in August because we have travel baseball every weekend. And here's the thing, and I actually, at a seminar I did, a young woman who was a mom broke into tears because I talked about the challenges of having your kids in sports. And she took it wrong in the way I meant it. I didn't communicate well. But what I really was talking about is a lot of these things are fine and good. There's nothing wrong with them. But each activity takes time and energy. And so if you add one upon another, upon another, upon another, what ends up happening is your whole life is dominated by those things. So the question then comes, where's the time for discipling your child and helping them learn how to follow Jesus? If all of your time is taken up with all these different activities, which seem good and the kids enjoy them, and the whole culture is chasing after these things. I mean, all the parents are pretty much doing that. The parents who are not are the odd ones out, let's be honest. And so we want to just look at this because as we talked Monday, if you are intentional about having a plan, the thing that's going to wreck it is if you lose control of your schedule. And you have to be protective of that schedule because hopefully you're scheduling time for your kids to learn about the scriptures, about how to pray, about how to serve, and those things shouldn't be put at the end of the line. They should be incorporated into your schedule. And so what I would caution you as parents is not to get caught up in the culture's pursuit of all of these activities and having this guilt if you feel like your kid's going to miss out on something. Because the reality is we're human beings and we're caught in time. And none of us, absolutely none of us, get to do everything we want to do. And kids need to learn that. That's a part of life. You can't do everything you want to do. You don't have the ability to do that. You don't have the time to do everything you want to do if you're so inclined to want to do so many things. You have to pick and choose. And the quicker they learn that, the better off they'll be as they go on in life. And so, again, I'm not saying that being active in sports or music lessons or any of those things are bad in and of themselves. But you have to be aware of the cumulative time that it will impose on your schedule. And so, if you're wanting to be intentional about discipling your kids, that's going to be something that you have to wrestle with and make probably some hard decisions about with your children. So we'll leave it there. I know that's a tough one, and I hope you weren't crying at hearing about that, because I'm not saying these things are bad, but they're going to require making some hard decisions. So we'll see you again on Friday and talk more about your children involved in discipleship and what kind of activities that may include. All right. Have a great day, and we'll see you on Friday.